Deep within the heart of Ontario's wild backcountry lies a place where maps start to fade and trails turn to whispers. This is Algonquin Park, 7,600 square kilometers of untamed wilderness. And hidden within its borders are lakes rumored to hold the holy grail of Canadian fishing.
That's a beauty. Huge female.
Giant brook trout.
Look at that.
There's a 20-inch native Algonquin brook trout.
No records, no reports, just rumors. Stories passed between paddlers and old-timers sitting around roaring campfires. This is the Average Joe's fishing show, and this season we're headed off the beaten path, deep into the unknown, with nothing but canoes, cameras, and a dream.
Look at that.
No guides, no guarantees. Just us, the wilderness, and a chance, maybe, at the fish of a lifetime. This is season 1 of Algonquin Unknown. Brookies or bust.
Look at that.
We made it!
We're here.
Long trip,
Big portage.
but we're done it.
We're done it. And hopefully they're biting, because that'd be worth the portage. That was long. See my truck.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the lake. We're here. We're gonna fish, and we're gonna catch some speckly trout today. That's the goal. This lake is not very big, and I don't know if it's very deep, but we will see. We have the deeper for that reason. We're gonna see if we can find some schools of bait, find some fish, find the right depths, and so here we go. Let's do it. So I'm geared up today with the Shimano Sensolite 8-foot light action, and to start, my lure of choice is going to be the Williams Whitefish S in the S50 size in a kind of a fire tiger pattern, and I'm leading it with a 1/4 ounce sinker about 3 feet ahead of the lure.
And I just have my Shimano Compre 8'6" medium action neck salve reel. I have 3 sinkers above to a swivel, then about 3.5-4 feet down to a W30 in the copper.
It's a beautiful morning in Algonquin. Gonna be a warm day. The birds are chirping. The woodpeckers are peckering. Can't beat it. The sun is just coming up over the trees, as you can see. Nice red sun. Red sky in the morning, sailor's delight. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah. Oh. Hooked up. Just on the turn. Get the net, Lyle, get the net. The lure was just dropping as I was coming around the corner. We got our first one of the day, and it is a dink. It's a dink. There we go, beauty little speck. Gone back. So yeah, all we were doing was coming around the bowl in the lake. We went from about a 14-foot contour up into 10 feet on this corner, and my rod was on the inside of the turn. So on the inside of the turn, your lure is actually going to drop when you're making that turn. So I think what happened was that lure dropped, slowed down, and the fish grabbed it. Not a big one, but a good start to the morning. 5 minutes in, heck yeah.
I'm gonna try something while we're trolling. I'm gonna try casting. It's such a small lake that I think just maybe, especially in the morning, just never know. What to use. W30 hammered gold? Isn't that a classic lure?
Lyle, what's going on?
We're headed that way.
What's this?
Brookies or bust numero uno.
Algonquin unknown.
Algonquin unknown, brookies or bust. We're going that way. The idea, okay, let me tell you. The idea of this series, okay, is we're fishing lakes that may or may not contain trout in Algonquin Park. Now, some of these lakes may have some information on them 50 plus years ago. Nothing current. And we want to know, do they still have trout? Now, this lake in particular has no information at all.
Not even named.
It's not even a named lake. We're just saying, this looks good. It has inflowing creeks. It has depth. Looks good from the map. Let's go try it. So we don't know.
But we're gonna find out right now.
But we're gonna around and find trout.
So let's do it.
So let's go.
That's what we just came through. That's where we're headed.
At least it's a little more open.
Yeah. There's the lake. Right there. Almost there.
Dirty. The whole way is dirty. There it is. Oh, I guess I gotta climb out there now. Oh, now we're gonna have to go over that beaver dam.
All right. The bushwhack portion is done.
Super clear water, eh?
Crocs, sponsor us.
Right under my sock. Big wave.
Well, I don't want to get out and get my feet wet.
Get wet. Part of the adventure.
I wore socks today
So
with my
did
Crocs. Just gotta commence. Nice looking lake. Just little, rocky. Okay, we made it. We are now on the lake over the beaver dam.
First cast.
Bang.
Drop off right there. One of these days we're gonna come in, there's just gonna be trout jumping and it's gonna be awesome.
All right, we are fishing. We're gonna start on the troll. So far, so good. The first thing you want to look for is that a lake has depth. You're gonna want a minimum of 20 feet to hold trout in the summer. And we are in 20 feet right now.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, 22 feet. So, first telltale sign that this lake may have trout is the depth.
So far, so good.
The water looks pretty clear too, which means there could be some springs in it, so you never really know. There could be some spawning activity. Could be is the key word, but...
So, one of the reasons we picked this lake to try first was There's an upstream lake that has trout. And we were thinking that if they can get down this tiny little creek, now I mean it is small, that maybe they would be down here also. It has inflow water, a couple different little inflow creeks, which is check mark 3. There's kind of like 4 or 5 check marks you want to look for. Got trout above, it flows from that lake to this lake, it has the depth, it has other inflowing creeks for spawning. Now there's a few things to consider that, you know, may affect your outcome. Is that, does this lake happen to have no oxygen? Does it have, you know, no feed? Does it have no spawning? There's a lot of variables that can make a lake, you know, even good some years and bad other years. Now we know nothing about this lake. There could be no spawning. Maybe the trout can't even get down that little creek. It may just dry up, or maybe there's a beaver pond that they can't get through and it dries up and they die between here and there. So it's very hard to tell, because the creek that we walked kind of down beside to get here, it was like 2 inches deep. So you'd have to have a pretty good runoff here to have it so that trout can get down into the system. But we basically have the 3 or 4 or 5 check marks that we've, you know, you really need to make your mind up on deciding to fish a lake or not. So like just over here on shore, I just seen a merganser. They wouldn't be here unless there wasn't any bait, because they eat the minnows. They're a fish duck. So to me, there's bait here. It has the depth. We're checking a few more boxes. Now the only thing is, do they get down that creek and do they spawn down here once they are here?
Or do they just get stuck here?
Or yeah, or do they get stuck here and not spawn, and it could be totally dead right now, and in 5 years it could be full of big ones. You know, if next year's a big spring runoff, a few of them get trapped down in here and survive until they basically die. But it's just fun exploring. Like, you get in here, and how many people have fished this lake? Probably not too many. If there's fish, great, come back. If there's not, check it off. Move on to the next one. That's the whole point of this series, is we're hoping to basically find 1 or 2 lakes that nobody goes to that we find with mega giants or numbers or no fish. And then you know not to go back. Like today's a day where early June, we had just a massive cold front like 2 days ago, rained for 2 or 3 days. It was warm yesterday, kind of up to 20. Today's supposed to be like 25 or 28. So the second warm day after a cold front, you got a southwest wind. Everything's lining up to be perfect. But is there trout? There's only one way to find out. Brookies or bust. Missed them.
Hook sets are free. Saw a couple mooses on the way in, a couple meese, a bull, a cow. We saw a beaver. We've seen a female merganser and 1 trout in the lake coming into here. It just takes a high water year, like Lyle said, and this year was a pretty wet spring, so you never know. If a couple get washed down, they could get in here. And speckles live to be, you know, 5, 6, 7 years old if it's good conditions. So in the last 5 years, I'm sure at least 1 trout has got washed down in here. Like, realistically, trout are very much a moving fish, a lot more than what people would realize. Like, they will travel far, far ways in shallow water in the spring and even in the fall, and they will move up and down water systems and get into spots where you wouldn't expect them. So that's why this series is going to be cool, because these lakes aren't supposed to have fish, but they may, and we're going to figure them out.
And just because we don't catch them now doesn't mean they're not in here. It just means that
Exactly.
we didn't catch them.
But it's so discouraging, you know.
It does really make you not want to come back.
Like, one of these days, like I said earlier, we're gonna come in, it's gonna be an unknown lake in the middle of nowhere, And there's just gonna be trout boiling, and we're gonna catch 500. 25 inches.
525 inches.
Yeah. It's not looking like today's that day, but it's brookies or bust. And you don't know until you try. Like, what if they turned on in 20 minutes and we just start smashing them?
Could.
Be like, oh, it was a cold night. We wanted the water to warm up. Now we're gonna eat.
Nom nom nom.
All right, we're just examining this beaver house now. He built his house on an old log or a tree that fell over. So that's pretty crazy that he did that.
They're like nature's engineers.
Yeah, and we've confirmed there's lots of bait. So maybe those big hook arc marks are predator fish. Preferably trout in our favor. And
Maybe
not,
they're muskies.
maybe not bass or something. Muskie? Muskie! Muskie! Muskie!
Alrighty, guys. So it was a quick adventure into here. It has potential. I will give it that. I think there could be fish in here. We marked a few things that looked fishy, but to no avail, no fish. So we're gonna call this one a bust for now.
This is brookies or bust.
And we have been busted.
Yeah, we gave it, what, I don't know, a couple hours. And yeah, it's not a very big lake, so it's like we broke it down fast. Like I mentioned, we hit all of our 4 or 5 key points. This lake has everything. It even had bait. It's looking good, and nothing. So that's how it's gonna happen. That's what this is about. We are finding lakes that are gonna have trout, and it will happen in this series. So stick with us.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It might not be this episode, might not be the next one.
Oh, he's gonna jump. This is the biggest trout I've ever hooked.
Yeah.
Yep. Holy shit, I'm just shaking. I can't do anything.
Just let him play.
Okay, please God. Please God.
You wanted a drag feeler.
My heart is pounding out of my chest. Please God. Please.
So you just wait. Stay tuned for the next episode of Brookies or Bust. I'm Brennan.
And I'm Lyle.
And we are the Average Joes. Don't forget to subscribe.